The Volkswagen Tiguan is a great car and has always been popular. Just back from China, I see Chinese cars in Latin America everywhere. I keep choosing Chinese ones because it's an invasion that's coming at supersonic speed. Looking at this car, the first thing I can tell you is that it got left behind. The design got left behind, the interior equipment of the car, when it comes to screens, buttons, the overall design, it got completely left behind. That's my opinion when I compare it with what I'm seeing out there every day. Before, it used to take a long time for cars to evolve, 10, 20, 30 years. Now that's not the case. Now, in 2 years, in 3 years, everything moves at supersonic speed, and these people definitely got left behind. This car is what a lot of people call a college car, the kind parents buy for their kids. Something like that. This is the 2026 model Volkswagen Tiguan S. Based on the Monroney reference sheet, this Tiguan S starts at nearly $31,000 in the United States, while the manufacturer's suggested price is close to $33,000. If you buy it and finance it for 60 months, you're looking at a monthly payment between $500 and $600. Including insurance and gas, it's $1,000 a month to have this Tiguan. To avoid feeling strapped, you should earn $70,000 to $90,000 a year. Who actually makes that much? Spends $100,000 yearly on a car, typical in the United States. I see it daily. Aimed entirely at buyers seeking a compact SUV, especially from a top brand like this, not something ordinary. And this is a car that could be considered a pretty pure economy car. Because when you come across a European brand like this with a certain heritage, you start to have a bit more respect for it. Take advantage of this super important moment for me. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell to get notified when a car you like is featured. Let me tell you something. Volkswagen is a great brand, okay? I'll repeat what I just told you. For me, they're really stuck with the design, both inside and out. They need to put a rocket in it to speed things up so they don't get left out and fall behind, because they're already losing a lot to the Chinese. These people. Yeah, they even had to close factories in Germany because they let them in. What's happening in China is Volkswagen's and General Motors' fault. If we look at the front, that's where you first notice what I told you at the beginning of the video. Super simple, super simple. These are just small plastic pieces like the ones here. The design is minimal with a large Volkswagen logo. The side air intake is functional. That's it, just the big logo. And now LED lights with 2 projectors here at the front. The new cars I'm seeing are spectacular. They're very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. And this is a very conservative brand. They don't want to lose what they have, but they just say, let's go all in. This is my opinion on it. One thing is clear, if you're the person who's looking for maximum luxury or the highest power. For that, you can look at the trim, which is the R-Line Turbo, or you can move up to a higher segment than this one. If you want something cheaper, there are also lower options. This is the 2-liter TSI turbo engine with 4 cylinders, the Stay-AB star system, and front-wheel drive. Those are essentially the specs of the one I have here now. 8-speed automatic transmission, the standard T version. The special edition limited R-Line has 201 horsepower, 207 lb-ft of torque and front-wheel drive. The other version offers 268 horsepower and 258 lb-ft of torque. Things are different here. The 8-speed automatic sends power to the front axle. There are also all-wheel drive versions, depending on your chosen configuration. Since the specification for this car they gave me says front-wheel drive, meaning front-wheel drive, well, this is the base version. Here we don't have all-wheel drive. Home side up. And I thank you. The chassis and suspension combine for a comfortable, dynamic ride. Does this combination make it feel sportier? 17-inch wheels and a clean side design, which is typical for this brand. I mentioned this earlier. We don't have roof rails or a sunroof here. It depends on the version. This one doesn't have it. It's pretty basic. Keyless entry and retractable mirrors. It doesn't have a blind spot detector. I don't see it there. We do have a small light, a light sensor that they put underneath. Very simple. This is a simple car. Opening the doors shows a well-finished interior. You can't fault the finishing. This platform or modular Querbokasten architecture from the Volkswagen Group is widely used. It's very good, it's very reliable, which is important. Multi-link rear suspension, McPherson, strut front. That's what gives this car the handling that a lot of people like, which puts it in a very important position. The Tiguan has always been a very good car seller, as I like to say. Back here is where we see how simple this car is, almost frozen in time. This is where I notice it's missing what all the other cars have. Many bells and whistles and design features make the back of a car look serious. Okay, 60-40, do the seats fold? The materials are a suede-like fabric, pretty nice, and there's a cup holder. The space feels comfortable, it doesn't feel bad at all. There's no sunroof, we close the doors and there's at least some space. It has an air vent with 2 USB-C ports. The seat materials are the same front and back. There's a grab handle. At the top, there are door cup holders with a speaker, and that's all. The view from back here looking forward is good. The screen inside is new. I already showed it to you a while ago when they had an event. I was able to show it to you. At least they put in a new screen. All right, empty minimalist. It's not that Volkswagen wanted it that way. They're just very cautious, maybe even too conservative. This plastic centerpiece has 2 cup holders and a spot labeled for the key. Can I use it for my wallet? Yes, I'm saying that in the center there's a button to adjust the volume. Let's lower it. I like it. They wanted it new with the screen, which is great. But what if we speed things up? Let's see. A little sound there. Pretty normal. Pretty normal. This isn't a race car or anything like that. We shift gears back here, just turning it a little bit. These are grey cloth seats and the exterior is platinum grey metallic. At night this kind of diffuses a bit of light here on the right side. A power steering, dual zone air conditioning and a flat bottom steering wheel with Volkswagen logo stitching. Pretty clean here in the center. These seats of course are heated. You control them from here but they don't cool. 12.1 inches. Here we have 2 USB-C connectors and inside they're 12 volts which charge slowly. Let's get started. The doors feature touches that may imitate carbon fiber, much like what's here. According to the presentation, when I went to this, they said they had made a big leap in material improvement. Yes, the top part isn't as tough now, but it still is. You guys can figure it out yourselves. Everything is digitally integrated. As for the driver, I keep wondering why. It feels like it's missing new things, modern things that I see in all the cars I'm testing, a lot of technology that I don't see. This is the most affordable Volkswagen, the easiest and cheapest to buy. And the finishes don't seem that cheap, they're fine. It's not super luxurious, but for the segment, I see it as, okay, they compete well in the segment. Depending on the version, it has either all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. Here we have front-wheel drive. This is already the 2026 model, and the ones that have all-wheel drive, that's called 4Motion in Volkswagen. That means a little bit of rough terrain, snow. You should consider it if you live in those kinds of places, especially in cities where you have a lot of rain, a lot of snow. So in Miami, you don't need that. And what about the fuel consumption? We're talking about 29 miles combined, which is 26 in the city, 34 on the highway, and you can go 100 miles with 3/4 of a gallon. Volkswagen released the first Tiguan, its compact SUV, in 2007. Of course, from that to this 2026 model is quite a big change, quite special, because it even gives you the option of a third row, which I also don't have in the one I have right now. All of this is a compact SUV which has a third row. A third row is to squeeze your mother-in-law in very tightly, all the way in the back. But it does have a bit of a premium look and feel. When it comes to the segment itself, of course, Hyundai and Kia take the lead. But about the third row, if I'm not mistaken, I read that they said goodbye to it in the United States because here when people get a cramped third row, they complain a lot and stop buying the car. If the third row isn't there, they can make the interior a bit more refined, things like better materials, and also make it a bit taller. And if we compare it with most of the rivals we have, it is a bit more fun to drive. Powerful turbo engine and spacious interior. No one feels cramped in front or back. And what I like is the cargo space, right? And when it comes to first impressions against the competition, I think the first impression from the competition impacts me a little more. They improved phone integration and added a bigger screen. but I think there are too many touchscreen controls. Honestly, I prefer having some buttons. It no longer looks like an entry-level Volkswagen and seems to aim higher, but I think it's still lacking. I'm mentioning the competition and those closely watching this segment. Honda CR-V, Toyota Recreational Active Vehicle, 4 Mazda CX, 5 Hyundai Tucson, and Kia Sportage are options. And for $32,000, you can test drive the CX, 5 and CR-V. If you want better fuel efficiency, both offer hybrid versions. If you want a compact SUV from a reputable brand with strong heritage, this is it. You don't need a third row, you don't live in a place with extreme weather like Miami, but if you need all-wheel drive, this one isn't for you. This isn't for you if you want maximum power. If you want maximum fuel economy and efficiency, consider hybrids in this segment. The Mazda feels more premium to drive, while the CR-V gets better fuel economy. It's less emotional, but a different type of car. Looking in here, what do I have? Is there space to put something? Also back here, they're all small, it's not bad. I like having a sunroof, I like the sunroof feature. I don't have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. I can control the volume from here and here. In terms of safety, this comes super well equipped with cruise control, adaptive control, and a lot of other features. You can set it so it gives you a bit of assistance for long drives. I can do all those things with this car, but like I said, I'm not the customer, I'm not. If it were me, look, this is a car for my mom. Okay, because my mom, yes. I would definitely put her in a car like this because it's a very safe, very nice car. So you have to go try it out. Don't just listen and listen, that's all. In the United States, it's easy to test drive a car, which is important. Here I am on a road about to speed up. It's normal, it accelerates well, the suspension is smooth, and it's comfortable. Go try it out. I was saying that here they let you test drive all the cars without any kind of commitment, without any kind of problem. So go try it out, and then can you tell me about it? Leave your comments down below. Also, against that competition, what would you do? Would it be for you or not? That's important, right? It's really good that we have a spare tire down here. Honestly, that's very nice. Both seats can be folded down from here, making it completely flat. I like that part because I can fit my bikes and scooters here, and I enjoy having a spot to load them. I don't like cars that can't fit my toys. At least this one can, right? Back here, lowering and raising it is manual, okay? Is it a practical car? Okay, keep that in mind. That's it. The windshield wiper, they left it outside. Volkswagen, the line. I think they worked a bit more on the back than on the front because this light that goes from side to side looks really nice to me. Tiguan doesn't say anything else here. If it were the all-wheel drive version, it would say so somewhere, but it doesn't say it here. This is the simplest and cheapest option available. Very practical. As I said before, this is what you'd call a sober, calm design. We don't have any, at least not in the Atlas. They used to add fake exhaust outlets, but here they just left them out. This car isn't the cheapest, it's not the most economical. It's very good quality though. You definitely have to put that label on it. Very good quality. If you want to try one, go ahead. I'd only buy it because I have space for my toys, but it's not my style. That's all. I'm not into these. I prefer compact cars or bigger SUVs. That's just my taste. Thanks for subscribing. See you next time.